Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak about Harry Kane because it is official. Barcelona are interested in Harry Kane and Barcelona want to find a solution for him in the January transfer window. Now let me make it very clear. Barcelona do not want to sign Harry Kane during the January transfer window, but they want to lock down some sort of deal in that month and then officially move him away from Bayern Munich and to Barcelona in the summer of 2026. It's a very similar situation to what Barcelona did with Frenkie de Jong to find the conclusion with Frenkie, tie him up, and then have Frenkie sign for FC Barcelona officially in the summer of 2019. So the same thing might go on between Kane and Barcelona. Now let me give you guys some context on why Barcelona are even looking for a brand new striker. Lewandowski's deal is running down. In the summer of 2026, his contract is going to be over and he will be 38 years old by the time we do start the next season. And internally, it has been said that Barcelona now believes that moving on from him is very necessary and the total cost to the club is around 40 million euros per season. So Barcelona are basically saying that, he's 38 years old, he provides a decent level, but he also does cost us 40 million euros a season. Maybe we can move on to a better alternative. And if Barcelona want to find that better alternative sportingly and financially, they must move away from Lewandowski. If Lewandowski moves, Barcelona would have the financial space to bring in a new high-profile number 9. Now the timing of this decision is going to be very important because, like I've said, in January, that is going to be a time when Barcelona will officially lock in their transfer priorities. And from there forward, the Lewandowski plan will be executed. Like they must say to Lewandowski that you're going to have to leave in the summer of 2026. They have to give answers to Lewandowski. Barcelona also have to have a good proposal to Kane and they must talk with Bayern Munich, and Kane must also tell Bayern Munich that he does want to leave. Kane cannot wait until the summer of 2026 and tell Bayern that he does want to leave. Everything has to be negotiated 6 months before we hit the summer 2026. So it has been said that Barcelona do see Kane as the Lewandowski level replacement. They see him as a elite striker with proven goal abilities and also great link up play. Barcelona know that he's going to provide immediate success from the start, no adaptation needed whatsoever. He has the experience, he has the leadership, and really think about that, right? The fact that Barcelona want to sign a player like Kane, who's going to be 33 years old, it's a similar type of move to what Barcelona wanted to do with Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is 28 years old, and they knew that with Luis Diaz, he was going to provide immediate success. This is what Barcelona is looking for today. Many might say Barcelona is just trying to find the lazy way out. They're just trying to find some finished players and they don't want to grow any players at all. I would press on that just a little because really think about this, right? Really analyze the squad that we have today. How many youngsters are in this squad? We can name so many. If anything, Barcelona only need to focus on bringing in players that bring in immediate results. We already have Yamal, who is 18. We already have Kubarsi, who is also 18. We have Alejandro Balde, who is like 19 or 20 years old. Pedri, Gavi, Fermin Lopez, Casado, Bernal. They're all very young. Barcelona know that they have to bring in their next wave of players who bring in the leadership, the experience, just like what happened in the summer of 2022. Barcelona went in for Lewandowski, who was already 33, Rafinha, who was already 25, Kessié, who was like 26 or 27 years old, Christensen as well, who was 26 at that time. Barcelona went for the mid-20s to early 30s. 4 years later, Barcelona are going to want to repeat the exact same thing. They know they need more experience, and Kane brings exactly that. Barcelona have also been informed that Kane would be a name that would appeal to many fans. Like many Barcelona fans will like the name Kane on the back of the shirt. They know that this is a win-win situation for all parties. And there is also that chance that you can build a great duo between Marcus Rashford and Kane, two players who have been playing together for a very long time for the England national team. So like I've said, no adaptation is going to be needed. So Kane is a world beater, somebody who has scored 404 career club goals in 620 games, 127 assists as well. Strong playmaking profile, by the way. Dominant in the air, a consistent finisher, and the fact that he came out of England for the first time to play in a different league after 1.5 years. Kane has adapted instantly, and we can expect the exact same thing to happen when he moves from Germany and into Spain. Barcelona also see this as a bargain of a price, a feasible option, because the fact that he's going to be having a 65 million euro release clause that is going to be activated in January 2026, Barcelona's like, oh my god, like this is a very cheap option, 65 million euros for his level. We must grab this player, and his current wages is 24 million euros gross per year, which is half of what Lewandowski does earn per year. Bayern, by the way, they're still very interested. They want to negotiate a contract extension. They're going to want to have him for maybe 3 or 4 more years. So Barcelona do have a battle. It's not just Barcelona by themselves. Bayern are going to want to retain the player, and it's going to be up to Kane to ultimately make a big decision. But Barcelona will go in, and they will go in very strong, given the inflation of the strikers around Europe today, like Isaac Pulisic, who cost 145 million euros, Ikiteke, who also cost 95 million euros, Erling Haaland cost around 100 million euros, Julián Álvarez would cost around 85 to 95 million euros. They're really expensive. Maybe Barcelona could get the job done, but if Barcelona want to find the instant impact, a financially feasible option as well, and a proven player, that is Kane. And so yes, I understand that many want to see Julián Álvarez as the next candidate to replace Lewandowski, and I also want that, but we also have to understand that Julián Álvarez has been at Atletico Madrid for 1.5 years. It has really not been that long. He's still a top target in Barcelona's eyes, but the fact that he has a contract until 2030, his price would exceed Barcelona's salary limit, and Atletico Madrid would not make it easy whatsoever to sell the player. So internally, it has been described that this operation is very complicated. It is all really about Kane in the end. I'm really going to give my trust that Deco is making the correct choice here. I know that, like I've said, that there is a boatload of strikers out there in Europe that can really give us a lot of power in the attack, but Deco has not really been wrong so far, and especially when it comes to these players who are in their mid-20s to early 30s, like with Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz was wanted to reinforce the left-wing position, and look how fast he has adapted away from Liverpool and doing very well at Bayern Munich. Deco does really have an eye for short-term replacements. So I know that Kane is 32 years old. He will be turning 33. This is not a long-term project with him, but given his dedication to this game, Kane can really give us 3 strong years. I expect him to deliver for us between the years of 2026 up until 2029. I see Kane and Lewandowski in the exact same realm. 2 players who are committed to this sport. 2 players who are always denying their age and saying that age does not matter. And I only see Kane going up from here. He's having his best season yet with Bayern Munich and within his career in general. He's world class, he is reliable, and I also wanted to compare Kane and Lewandowski because I really wanted to see, does Barcelona really need that upgrade? Like, what if Lewandowski and Kane provide the same level? And I was looking at data MB and I compared Lewandowski and Kane, and as we can see, Kane is superior in almost all realms, except for the touches in the box, but that is mainly because Barcelona is a team that knows how to throw in a lot of crosses and through balls inside the box, and Barcelona is very high volume. And then I wanted to be a little fair, right? I wanted to give Lewandowski the advantage by bringing a better version of Lewandowski, which is the 2024-2025 season, and compare that version of Lewandowski to this version of Kane, and still, Kane is still far superior in many areas. As a matter of fact, they are very similar. Still, Lewandowski beats Kane in touches in the box, but that is because of Barcelona's brilliance in the attack. But all in all, Kane does match Lewandowski's 2024-2025 season. And I also wanted to compare on FootMob what their attacking metrics do look like. Once again, this is going to be Lewandowski's best season with Barcelona, which was last season, and then Kane's current season, and Kane is better in many aspects of the game. Kane, as a matter of fact, you look at the shot accuracy, knowing the context on how well Lewandowski was last season, the fact that he had 53% and Kane has 83 currently, Kane's shooting power and accuracy is immense. Like, this guy is barely going to miss the chances that we do generate for him. The shots on target per 90 is superior, goals per 90 is superior, assists per 90 is also superior, and even with the successful dribbles per 90, Kane is superior. We do have an upgrade right here, right in front of us, my friends, and I think that is really going to work out. Defensively, we also look at the stats. Kane is better in everything. Successful tackles per 90, blocks per 90, clearances per 90. This is definitely going to be needed for our attack when we want to press from the front. The possession won into the final third, the interceptions per 90, all being superior by Kane. So let me know in the comment sections down below, what do you think about this potential signing that Barcelona could make in the next summer? Do you see him as the ideal replacement for Lewandowski, or do you want to see somebody else? That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.